Alright, that's the ding. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about what's currently going on in video, what's happening, obviously with the nerfs, buffs, class releases, changes, and all these sorts of things. Now, I've been wanting to make videos for a long while. And I have my No UI series coming out. I got a few maybe some grind spot series coming out, some class to show features and stuff. But today's topic, I want to be talking about something very specific. I want to be talking about classes, class nerfs, class buffs, and so on and so forth. Now, as you all probably know, for those of you who stop by my Twitch channel, hi, by the way, I'm Rare, aka Drakania BDO, yeah, I stream on Twitch, obviously. But yeah, so today's video is basically talking about what's been happening lately in terms of class nerfs. Now, I wanted to make a video on Dracania Awakening, on my reaction to it, how I feel about the class. If you guys are interested in that kind of video, I would love for you guys to comment it. Let me know if you have any questions about Dracania, if you'd like maybe like a guide or something. There's so many guides already on it, and I'm not really good at guide videos. I can show you guys what I do if you ever come by my stream, but for the most part, yeah, let's just talk about what I wanted to talk about in the subject of the title of this video, right? So this is just straight up recording of me in game. I'm just doing my regular, just logged in for the day, doing my regular daily shit. Yeah, for the start, let's talk about the patch notes. Now, obviously the patch isn't like fully out yet. It's kind of like half-assed out. Just so you guys, if you guys want to know what patch notes I'm talking about. We just got the Arena of Solaire, so it's back out now. I actually played one game in ranked, and then I played a normal game because ranked was closing off. But the patch notes, right? Let's talk about the patch notes a little bit. A lot of classes getting nerfed, a lot of classes getting buffed, and so on and so forth. And I want to talk about, I guess the title of this game should be something like the state of PVE or PVE nerfs or whatever. And yeah, let's just talk about that real quick. So currently in the game, you know which classes are busted, right? If you've been playing BDO for a little while, you probably know which classes are busted. You guys know exactly what class I'm talking about. Talking about the strikers, the succession strikers, the freaking the Shais and the lands. People think Guardian maybe still OP. Some people think Guardian's not OP. We can talk about that a bit later. But the current nerfs of what's happening with Shai and Striker and Succession Musa, for me personally, now I could be wrong on this, but I remember a post a few months ago, maybe many months ago, let's say given 2 to 5 to 6 months ago, they wanted to make nerfs, right? They wanted to make nerfs on the classes, and then they wanted to buff certain classes. But their whole mindsets in that post, specifically, was about how we can go forward on class changes, right? So I'm talking about I think the post specifically even said something like, we don't want there to be nerfs to classes, instead we will take the route of buffing certain classes, which I think is great. I think I feel like that's the way to do it personally. I mean, this is my thought on it, right? So you have a class like Shai, right? You could argue she's strong at PvE or whatever. She's not very popular as a class. Look at classes like Tamer. They're not very popular. Shai, Tamer. They have their player base, which is good. And they have, they have their communities, which is that's like, I don't know, like the e-girl community or whoever. There's some people who just love Shai. I'm not saying only e-girls like Shais, but let's say you're like a certain kind of player. You want to be the the little buff bitch. There's nothing wrong with that. I like Shais. If I see a Shai in game, I'm not gonna go and duel for spot. I'm not gonna. I respect Shai players, and I'm pretty sure seeing those changes as a Shai, it's so questionable, right? Because they've been kind of underpowered for a while. Maybe I'm just delusional, or maybe I just don't know what's in the loop. But for me, because I don't grind like Gyfins and stuff, I don't see, you know, I don't see, sorry, Gyfins, Olans, you know, Crypts, like those high end spots. I don't see the issue with them per se, but I also don't see an issue with Striker. Like, I know Striker is busted, and people, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this in the comment section, but a lot of people hate Striker. I know that. Like, I'm not blind to that. I can definitely see why people want Striker to be nerfed. But I personally thought that PA was doing a good thing in making the class, you know, making all the classes better PvE. So my big question is, why nerf Shai the way they did, and Striker and suck Musa? I don't see many Musas at all. Like, I don't know when the last time I saw Musa in game. I can't even remember. Like, I see them sometimes in Velia or something, like enhancing characters, like, you know, or something like that. But I don't really see them, you know, outside of that, personally. Yeah, they were kind of busted for a little while, I think, for PvP. That was pretty insane. And for the most part, I would say, you know, Musa as a whole, not really popular class. You know, the PvP nerfs. Now, I want to talk about this real quick. Like, when I say nerfs and buffs, I am not talking about PvP. I am straightly talking about PvE buffs. You know, so and the thing about buffing in PvE and PvP is that people think, like, if you have a class in PvP and it's strong, you need to nerf it. You can nerf the PvP without actually touching the damage. I don't know if anyone really like people who yell for nerfs in PvP and nerfs about, you know, like X and Y classes. If you look at any skill, right? So you take my Dracania, right? You take what's a good skill? Let's take Doombringer, right? You have Doombringer here. You know, it's a pretty strong skill. It's our 200% skill. It's our iframe, super armor iframe. It's a pretty good skill overall, right? Instead of nerfing it, like nerfing the iframe or nerfing the super armor, I'm just using this as an example. This is not going to happen, but let's just use this example, right? At the bottom of the text, it says their damage minus 69. That's ironic. Minus 69 damage in PvP only. That means for every single skill in this game, there is a PvE nerf. And God, I didn't do that freaking mob. There is a PvE nerf, and then there is a PvE buff, right? So there's like, you can nerf it via PvP, or you can nerf it in both PvP and PvE. Now, for example, again with Shai, you don't see many Shais running on, you know, not top fragging. No one is ever going to be like, oh, let me pick up Shai so I can, like, you know, get Stormtrooper title or some shit for the week or whatever. You know what I mean? Like no one's out here looking to fucking dick people down with Shais, right? Shai is like the glorified life skill, you know, the life skill buff boy, bitch boy class, you know? The little, like, lolly class, you know? And I think Shai is a cool class. I don't personally play it. I have no intentions. I'm not even into, like, lollies and shit. You know, I swear. Don't FBI call my ass, but, you know, call me ass. But, you know, I personally think Shai is just not an interesting class for myself, but interesting where I think it's a unique and cool concept. And when it came out, I was like, oh, that's cool. She can ride on a donkey. She can, like, lean on the donkey, like all anime style. I love that kind of stuff. Give me more Shais, you know, like, give me some more Shais in this game. But, you know, like, they help you grind better because they give you so much buffs. They help you in PvP. I feel like Shai in a game is crucial. And my biggest issue with this, and I've said this on stream multiple times, or at least not many times, but a few times with a few friends. And it's just, I don't know why they nerf and buff certain classes the way they do. I can understand the PvP nerfs. So, for example, here is a subject that you guys probably know what I'm going to bring up on, and it's a PvP nerf. Currently with Drakania, okay? If you don't know about the Drakania nerfs, she's roughly getting like 20 to 30% PvP damage nerfs, or like overall damage nerfs, I think. I think in the tooltip it says specifically for PvP. So I'm going to say it's PvP nerfs. Right? So she's getting that for, like, multiple of her abilities. To the point where she's pretty well nerfed, right? The problem is, they also nerf the way she gets her ions. Now, I'm not playing Succession Dracania. I am playing Dracania, but I don't play Succession. I haven't played Succession in a while. Well, I haven't played Succession since Awakening came out, is what I could say, which is going to be soon a month. And I've been enjoying Awakening, you know? So for me, like, maybe I'm biased or not, but I would say the same thing about any class. Now, I don't know every class in the game. I do play a handful of classes. I have played in the past. Like, I'm not really good on Arch anymore, but I did play it back in, like, 2018 or 2019, whenever Archer came out. You know, I did play that class. I think it was a good class, for example. But, you know, my experience on these classes as up-to-date classes, it's not that broad, you know. I do have many, like, 61s and 62s, which, you know, I did play for a while, not just, like, for seasons since season didn't exist. But the nerfing routes of classes, I feel like they're doing it incorrectly. Now, you know, we could debate that, we can argue that points in the comment section if you guys like, but my whole point is this, right? If you have a class that is good at PvP, right, like Drakania, and she's Flavor of the Month, she's Flavor of the Month trash. Actually, I would call her, I would call her, anyone who plays her just because she's strong in PvP, Flavor of the Month trash reroller, right, specifically. I don't feel that way about PvE. So, like I'm trying to make sure you guys understand that there's a difference between something being busted in PvE and then being busted in PvP. So, for example, in PvP, and you're playing the Flavor of the Month class, I feel like that's kind of sad, you know, it's kind of disgusting. You know, I mean, if you need that to win, for you to feel good about yourself and win in the game, yeah, okay, you know, go for it, you know. Personally, I don't Siege or Node War anymore at all, ever. So, I don't really have any comments on it, but I feel like those things should be skill expressive, not just, you know, oh, I need this, my GM needs this from me. I feel like that's kind of weak sauce in my opinion. But like again, I don't PvP, so my opinion doesn't really matter on this subject at all. But I do think, however, the nerfs to Dracania, when it comes to like their actual percentages, their numbers, I do feel like it's fine. But when you start nerfing skills like the way her ions are generated, so if you guys don't know, if she presses Shift Q, she does that like self PA thing. They're nerfing the ions you get from that. You know, they're nerfing the ions you get from E-buff, which her E-buff and Pre-Awakening, I guess, was a bit better than other classes' E-buffs. Which, you know, you can debate that maybe that could have been nerfed maybe only, but they nerfed multiple routes on her getting ions back, which now she can only use unsafe abilities in PvP. So, like, that's, like, unsafe is like, you know, they might have some decent damage, but they don't have any... You know, they don't have any super armor or frontal guard properties. At least not for the ones that I remember. And then you have all these classes, right? You have all these classes that, you know, they're built pretty strong and they're not good at specifically anything. Or they might be good at something and better at other things, right? You know, so for example, Dracania is really good at large scale. She's not really good at 1v1. I wouldn't say, at least for me personally, she's too slow. She's very telegraphed. Her 1v1 potential... You know, there are definite stronger 1v1 classes, you know. We can maybe debate this, but there's definite stronger 1v1 classes, like by far, by leagues. Yes, Drakania is memeable at the point where she like one-shots a whole group of people, maybe, you know, at that point, you know, it's like, okay, well, what is the 1v1 if you're just getting one-shotted? And, you know, that's a fair argument, but then nerf her damage. Don't nerf her, like, her the way she generates ions. Make her ion damage just do less. Make her XYZ damage. If she's still too good the week after, nerf it again. Keep nerfing it until it's weak. But the problem is, this starts affecting the core gameplay of a class. It's like, should we nerf Sork's iframe? Or should we, like, you know, nerf maybe Sork's iframe so it, like, gives super armor every, like, other second or something instead of a literal iframe? You know, like, if you nerf the core concept of a class... I don't know, for me personally, it doesn't seem like it doesn't look good, especially when it affects PvE as well. Like, if the nerf is a PvE and a PvP nerf, I feel like that's just too much. And Dracania, Succession specifically, even Awakening is not that good at PvE. Most people would tell you, if you played any Dracania, you don't see Dracania as being picked up for Olans, maybe. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is some Olan grinding Dracanias out there. I don't know. But for the most part, I can't imagine anyone picking a Drakania over like a Lan, Shai, or Musa maybe, or maybe even like Succession Striker, you know, like the best classes right now is like those, right? And let's be real, right? So we nerf Shai, we nerf Striker, right? Why nerf classes? And this is my problem with PA currently. right? I've been having a go at PA and Riot as well. I just think these companies are making such odd decisions when it comes to balancing. It's like 200 years of matchmaking experience, and they even memed on it themselves, you know, and they're just like, they don't get it. It's like, it's actually frustrating for people to pick up a class, to play it, you know, and then, I mean, you could say, well, okay, you know, people are playing a class, you know, you're playing it because, you know, you want it to be good at, you know, I don't know, maybe you want it to be good at something like, I don't know, you pick up Guardian, let's say, and she's just good at like low end, kind of like mid tier like PVE, right? She's able to progress easier than other classes, right? For like, let's say when you started going to like Achman or whatever for the first time back in the day, right? I think you know, fair enough. That's okay. You know, you want to pick Guardian. It's not hurting anyone if you're picking Guardian, right? And you know, you can tag any class. You can tag Striker. It's not like you have the forbidden account that can just like, you know, you can tag X, Y, and Z class. Now, maybe that's like a bad comparison because you could just say the same thing about PvE. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a good comparison. But for the most part, I would argue that, you know, PvE damage, instead of nerfing classes that are good at PvE, wouldn't you all rather like, and this is a question I have, this is like my main question. Would you guys not rather have the classes be as good as Striker? Like, let's say your class is the shit class, right? Let's say it's Tamer or I don't know who the fuck, I don't know, Dracania, Succession, I don't know, fucking, you name it, right? Wouldn't you all rather just play the class you like, the Kunoichis, the ninjas, and you all just do as good money per hour as a Striker? Wouldn't that be more interesting? In my opinion, that seems like the better route to, you know, to do it at. Just, okay, so you just put 5% buffs here, 5% buffs there, you know, here and there on different skills, maybe some more fun skills, I don't know, maybe like the weaker unsafe skills could be like doing more damage. You can then nerf them by like 5 to 10% or whatever in PvP so they stay the same, or, you know, they don't get affected, let's say. And then you could just say, okay, well, you know, it's just a PvE. It's not like this is a new tech we have in the game that like I just secretly like made up. You know, this is literally built in the game for each skill. This is literally just built in there, where you could just look at it and you'd be like, okay, well, it's you know, like they literally made a patch. It's like damage unchanged in PvP. They nerf Striker Succession PvE, damage unchanged in PvP. You know, it's like, okay, so they really don't want us to be progressing that fast. Is that the case, or do they want us? You know what I mean? Like, what is the end goal of these nerfs? It's like, are we progressing too fast? Does PA think we're progressing too fast? Because if that's the problem, then that sounds like they're just too lazy on making new content. You know, because it takes hours and hours and days and months of our lives to get money, and for those people who think, you know, well, it's, I don't know, maybe they think the progression is too good. I can tell you it's not. It's really not. It's lots of hours every day, which is nice. You know, I play video because I like the amount of time it takes, right? But at the same time, it's like, don't nerf shit. Let people enjoy their class. Let people, you know, play what they want instead of having this itching feeling to like, oh, I need to play Striker or I need to play LAN because, you know, I fucking hate the class, but I'm gonna target anyways because it just makes it's the only class that makes 80k hour per, you know, 8k per hour per grind spot, per this grind spot, you know, like specific grind spot that, you know. And then, you know, they target, it doesn't cost them anything. And then you can make the argument, well, maybe, you know, maybe the PA wants you to buy outfits for the class and make money. Most people don't care about the classes when they target for just one specific thing. Even if it's just flavor of the month, it just gets overplayed. Your favorite class, be it fucking Zerker, Wizard, everyone starts playing the class. Every guild wants your class to be played. And you know, guilds feel like they have to fucking have, you know, everyone has to have that class, or your guild, your siege, your node war guild, whatever, PVE, PVP, it all becomes irrelevant, and then, you know, at that point it just becomes shit. So instead, let classes shine at certain spots, let every class become a Striker or whatever. You know, if some classes are easier, you know, that class might be better, and then maybe nerf that a little bit. That's the way they should nerf shit. They shouldn't nerf it because it's fucking top tier. There'll always be a king. There'll always be a top tier class. There'll always be one that's either easier or better at multiple spots. And then you just have to look at it from like a different perspective, in my opinion, where it's just like, you know, yeah, I don't know. I guess this round is kind of, I don't know, maybe going too far, but I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like really dumb at this game and I just don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. But I can attest for as a being a streamer and being a content creator that I see so many, and I'm looking at other content creators as well that are bigger than me, looking at so many people, they don't understand anything about the game or gaming in general. Like, I've been playing MMOs for so many years. Whenever they nerf a class, they nerf something like I don't know, they nerfed Wizard, and then people just feel bad about playing Wizard. They like played Wizard before it was busted, they played Zerker before it was busted, they played whatever class before it was busted. It gets nerfed, no one likes their class getting nerfed. So you know what they should do, and this is again is just for PvE, because you know PvP is already insane how much damage people are doing. Even with maxed out DP, you're just still melting, and looking at people still die. It's just too much. So in the end, in my opinion, make PvE at least balance. Make the difference of money power like 10% at max, like 10%. Like if your class is doing 5k trash at the best, let the class like the worst class do 4.5. You know, at worst. Like that should be like worst case scenario with the same exact gear. You know, and then we'll probably achieve that. Would be like the best balance it has ever been, because I hate to say it, but no one wants their class to be nerfed, and the game is already small. The game is doing fine in my opinion, but the game is already small. It's very niche. It's very grindy. People have a really bad stigma about it. The pay-to-win label has been slapped on for years now. You know, let people enjoy the class that they want in PvE. Let people enjoy the class that you know, they envision themselves, or however fucking people pick classes. If they like, I don't know, the fucking outfit or whatever, if they like just how the weapon looks or the abilities look. Like, there's a reason why you pick a class. You know, you like it because, oh, you know, I like Konoichi, for example, back in the day, because I thought she was cute. She was going to be the ninja character. I always pick a ninja assassin class in my MMOs usually. I always go for like the blader slash, you know, kind of in and out freaking assassin classes. And you know, that might be my freaking thing. You know, sometimes I might you know, like some people might resonate more with wizards, and it just sucks, man. It really sucks. Like, look at Zerker, man. Like, so many people didn't play Zerker. Zerker, on arrival, day one, there was a few of them because there weren't many class options. But over the years, like over the year of 2016 to like 2019, dead, literally dead class. You saw like one every now and then, like maybe one at like Pirates, just like grinding like Swerve or whatever. And you just look at the class and you're just thinking like, damn, that's unfortunate, bro. That's a really unfortunate situation. So, in my opinion, you know, it sucks. And I don't know, if you disagree, well, you know, suck my dick. if you think classes should get nerfed in PvE, and you like suffering and having people suffer through hours and hours of grind because you did, I think that's just the wrong way. That's just the wrong way of fucking thinking, in my opinion. And it's just I don't know, doesn't make sense for me personally. At least I would say so. In terms of what you call it, the oh god, in terms of balance and stuff, when it comes to like grind spots and money per hour, I really think PA nerfing shit. The thing is, I wouldn't have a big problem with it if PA knew how to nerf stuff. If they saw, like, I'll use the Shai thing as an example, but I'll compare it to like the orcs grind. So every character, everyone that was playing the meta classes made a lot of money per hour. You know, they had their shine, they had their fill of orcs, and then now they're nerfing Elvia orcs. I think it's the wrong way. And this is not just like a class thing. This is just like why nerf orcs now, you know? Everyone is catching up in gear. You know, now we're able, you know, we weren't 2 years ago before COVID, we weren't maybe like, you know, maybe we weren't like 290 something AP or whatever, or Kutum, you know. Maybe we were like 2.7 and we just couldn't make that amount of money at orcs, or maybe we had to do the pot grind like myself to just survive because I was just eating through pots all the time on the class I was playing. And you know, them nerfing orcs after such a long time, when you know more people are able to grind it, instead of making a new orcs, or you know, maybe the reason is that they're scared that the creep of the money, again, like the creep of money is just too good, and you know, maybe you need to play more riskier grind spots. But everyone who got to abuse it. It's the same thing with the people who got to abuse the sea monster hunting. You know, it's the same exact thing. Everyone who gets EVs now, you know, look at everyone who's gonna grind Olins now. You're never gonna make the same amount of money power. You know why? Because Shai and Striker and then who's next? Maybe Lan is next. Maybe Hash is next. Maybe I don't know. Musa's on the chopping block. You know, these changes are out in Korea, so they're definitely gonna do them. It's just a matter of when, you know. And for me, maybe they only care about Korea. Maybe they don't. Maybe in Korea there's so many Shais, and maybe in like Korea they don't care about the DKs or the, sorry, not the DKs, the Sorks, because there's not many Sorks. You know, so for them Sork is not a problem. But you know, the meta is different in each region, which, you know, respectable. You know, but I still think of anything I have to say, and please take this away, is that PA, please stop nerfing classes in PvE. Just it's not healthy. Stop nerfing grind spots. Stop nerfing XYZ. You know, if something is like literally like, if something is too bad, at least nerf it in a week after. Don't take half a year or a year for like how long it took for them to nerf orcs. You know, and don't nerf classes that just got buffed, like Shai, that literally was kind of like dog shit for so long, and then it's like they weren't like super shit, but they weren't top tier grinders by any means. They could hold their own, but they weren't top tier. You know, they weren't speed grinders. They weren't like fucking around and messing up every grind spot and ever. Like, they were just pretty good at those high end spots. They were pretty low tier, mediocre tier at low end. So for me personally, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It sucks. It really sucks. All in all. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. I might make more if this gets some positive feedback. If you guys like this kind of content, I'm sorry it's a bit ranty. Please go hit me a subscribe, maybe follow, whatever you guys feel like. If you did enjoy the content, it wasn't much work, but oh god, likes back. But yeah, I'm gonna maybe call these like rant around the grind spot or something. Rant around the grind spot might be a good name. But yeah, and if you like, go follow me at Dracania on Twitch, Dracania_BDO at twitch.tv. And yeah, I'll catch you guys there. I enjoy this community. I enjoy the people in this community. But people need to kind of wake up and realize, you know, the roses smell like shit, you know. And when roses smell like shit, you need to tell PA they smell like shit. And what they're doing is shit. So we could debate the suck Dracania nerfs. I still think maybe you should just nerf it by 50% and leave the ions, even if it's the same percentage. It's still a better nerf than fucking what they did. So we can debate that. Anyways, and yeah, I'm definitely Dracania biased, 100%. That's why I PvP all the time on her. I feel fucking disgusting playing her, by the way. Like when I did play her in PvP. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will, oh fuck's sake. I'll catch you on the next one. Ding dong. Bye.